Hi everybody, this is Denifia here with another commentary. I'm actually going to give a go at, or have a go, at doing a commentary while I play. Don't know how this is going to turn out, hopefully my computer can handle it. It can handle normal recording, so it shouldn't be too much of a glitch. But we'll see how I can handle it, trying to commentate and actually play the game at once. So unfortunately I can't tell you who this guy is because, well, I don't know yet. But at least you can see the way I play. And, I don't know, possibly comment, possibly not. See how I go. This is played on fastest mode. That's how I normally play against the AI. You can see I'm not doing any of the normal spam clicky thing that people normally like to do to get their APM up. I kind of find it pointless. I know that you're supposed to do it to keep your APM high and keep yourself all warm and limber, but my APM never gets that high, so I really don't see the point to doing it. I'm just spacing out my my overlord here. I'm using my other overlord to try and scout out the base, but this overlord here I'm going to place right about here, so when I finally get up to lair tech I can place some creep down so my units can get out and about faster. And it looks like I'm already slacking off a bit here. I've got past 200 minerals and didn't even put down a spawning pool, so I'm handling this not too well. Generally speaking, I like to get a extractor straight after I get my spawning pool, because I do like to get this upgrade as fast as possible, because generally my tactic is to get all my overlords to start spurting out their little lovely goop that they spread out, so my guys can run across the map really fast. I find that's the whole point of Zerg, is to get from A to B very fast with a lot of units, cheap units. But depending on what they've got will depend on if I go speedlings or roaches. I normally go roaches versus Protoss. I'll go speedlings versus possibly Zerg, and normally I'll go Hydra versus Terran because it works out. But by the end of the game I've normally got quite a large mix of units. And that's just how I roll. So we can see I've got plenty of minerals coming in. In fact, I've got too many minerals. I really want to know who I'm versing. Oh, I'm versing Zerg. So this guy can come back. I don't really care about what Zerg are doing. They can never really do much against just an all-round build, which is what I normally like to go for. So I'll probably just go speedlings to start with. See if I can get some economy damage at the very start. Chucking a few more guys on the extractor, get some more minerals, because I'll need it for my upgrades, which I'll be doing very shortly. Now I've got enough minerals for a quick expand. This may not work out due to the AI does like to rush relatively early, so unless I get some units out to defend against that, I'll probably lose that expansion quite rapidly. And I'm not looking forward to that. Yeah, so we'll just see. Bringing in a couple of Zerglings here just so I can do a bit more scouting. Just starting to upgrade to the lair. Obviously doing the speedlings boost, the metabolic boosters to get my speedlings out. Still placing my overlords around the place. So, oh, there we go. Nice little broodling bunch right there. Getting supply blocked as I normally do as Zerg. I don't know why. I never seem to bother to build the overlords until it's far too late, which probably doesn't help the cause, but nonetheless that's what happens. So I'm going to now try and scout out. Actually, instead of that, I might just use these Zelnaga watchtowers. That'll give me enough sight and enough warning to counter anything, hopefully, that they put up. I can always put down spine crawlers or whatever else. In the meantime, I'll get out a whole bunch more Zerglings to deal with any fancy stuff that comes through. Also moving into Hive Tech, because I'll probably go Broodlords by the end of the game. Or at least that's the plan. Don't know how well it'll actually turn out, but that's what I'd like to do. The Zerg will be attacking relatively quickly, I'd imagine. And I'm finding myself slacking a bit in numerous areas. Sorry, just trying to concentrate on macro here, which is usually my failure, generally. Right, I'm going to give a little bit of a poke around at the front of their base, see what I can do. Just see what they've got, really. Actually make a couple of corruptors if I've got supply, which I don't. And because I don't have supply, I'm going to start taking out, getting a few other bits and bobs. Actually, I won't get that. I'll get hydrogen. Yeah, so you can see it's a pretty average build. They'll probably have a lot more than just Zerglings, but hopefully I can just deny this expansion quickly. And run away. That's too big a force for me to deal with right now, and it looks like I'm going to need to get some guys out really quickly. I've got my Corruptor coming out, 2 of them, the rest will be Lings. Now I need more minerals, and I can finally get some Hydras, but I'm out of minerals. So this force hopefully won't move out for a short while. Yeah, it's returning. So I'm quite happy about that, otherwise I'd be kind of screwed. The other good thing about having this path of creep here is the Queen can run very quickly between my 2 bases, so that helps quite a lot trying to spawn lava all the time. Because you do. 1 Queen can usually do 2 bases, but sometimes it's just nice to have a bit of a speedy trek backwards and forwards. We seem to be not building many overlords, so I'm going to need to do that. Yeah, this is the other thing I've just noticed. Because I'm versing Zerg, putting down, just didn't mean to do that, putting down all the creep is kind of pointless, because they can utilise it as well. So it's actually giving them a benefit. Looks like they're about to move out. I just saw a flash of blue down here. I'm going to run through the middle path and see what damage I can do. Hopefully I can run these Zerglings past the army into their mineral line and grab a few, probably roaches, and possibly if they've got Zerglings, I'll grab Zerglings. I'm not